It's time now to go inside innovation, brought to you by DMI. Well, by 2020, it's estimated that U.S. companies will be looking to fill about 2.7 million job openings, needing workers with some data science or analytics skills. Purdue University is taking notice. The school plans to make the Integrated Data Science Initiative part of every student's learning experience on campus. And for more on this unique and innovative initiative, I'm pleased to be joined by Provost Jay Ackridge and Executive Vice President for Research and Partnerships, Suresh Garamella. Thank you both very much for being here. More innovation at Purdue, another program, Purdue's Integrated Data Science Initiative. Suresh, first of all, I mentioned those numbers. It's going to be everywhere, right? The need for data science and analytics, and that's what the program is all about.
I think the need is staggering, Gary. Yep. Every time you turn around, you see that there's enormous amounts of data being generated from sensors, and there's so much of it that it's hard to make sense of it. So our thinking was that every company that we've talked to wants some help in this area. There's a lot of interest in companies in the workforce of the future that knows how to deal with this data correctly. So imparting data literacy to the workforce is one of the key goals of this initiative.
And a key piece of this is the fact that this is not limited, this initiative, to certain areas of students. This is everybody on campus.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jay, as you talked about that, to kind of dovetail on that, it is data science for all. That's kind of the theme, right?
It absolutely is. We would like every Purdue student to leave with a fundamental understanding of data science principles, how to use data in smart ways, ask the right questions. And there's kind of three pieces. One is growing the number of majors, data analysts, those that involve in data analytics, making data part of every student's program in, say, agriculture or manufacturing, retailing, healthcare, and then again making sure that all of our students ultimately have a fundamental understanding.
Mm-hmm. And it's really, again, a focus on both education and research. On the education side, how will that take place?
Absolutely. So one of the ways we're doing that is something we're calling the data mine. It's a living learning community where we're looking to turn an entire residence hall into a community of students who are focused and passionate about data science in all these different possible areas where they can study. We've got 100 students going to be in a pilot this fall, and we'd look to grow that to about 800 then in the second year.
Suresh, in terms of research, and that means collaborations and partnerships, right?
I think this is one of those areas in which we expect the greatest growth in corporate partnerships. As you've no doubt heard, we've announced in our Discovery Park district a new building called the Convergence. It's a large building that we're hoping that will form a home to all the companies that want to come work with Purdue researchers, Purdue graduate students. And we think that data science is a natural focus area that perhaps can be hosted in this new building.
We see, obviously, in our last segment, Infosys making a huge investment in the state of Indiana, and Purdue, a partnership training all 10,000 U.S. employees. It really gets to the heart of what we're talking about here.
It does. You know, Infosys helped us think about the need for training students as well, their employees as well, besides doing the research. So with them, we're doing both the research and the training. But that is interesting how many companies now want to do the same thing with us.
Yep. Very quickly, 10 seconds, Jay, good for the state of Indiana?
Absolutely. I mean, as we think about this state focusing on data-driven companies, we want to be providing talent for them.
All right, the Integrated Data Science Initiative, Jay Ackridge, also Suresh Garamella. Thank you both for being here. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.